Good morning, Study Squad. It's me, Anjy. It's about 8 a.m. I've been running for a while. I'm going to make my way home. This is a year 11 day in my life. Weekend study with me. So yeah, let's get to it. So for an explanation of what I'm doing, I am revising pretty much all my subjects today. I have had a pretty unproductive week because we had a bank holiday and I was away and different things have happened. So I've not really been able to study. So I'm just doing my weekly revision now in like 8 to 10 hours, depends how long it takes. For science, right now what I'm doing is I'm going through these tick lists to make sure I know everything. I've already done all the specimen papers and the available papers. Once I'm done with these tick lists, I'm going to go through those papers again and see if it increases my grades. I'm just trying to make sure that I definitely 100% know everything. So that's why I'm doing some more passive revision now for science. For my other subjects, so like my humanities, I'm doing more active revision now. Just before the exam, I'm going to do some passive revision because obviously you need to know the content. And for languages, I have my language speaking exams next week. So I'm obviously just trying to make sure that I know all that wonderful, amazing vocab. So yeah, this is me doing some physics. Throughout this video, I'm going to give you guys some tips to help you stay productive, do loads of revision. But yeah, I just thought you needed a little intro first. I have been no-show for 1 week. Basically, I've just been resting. Like, even in Easter, I didn't put out that many study with me because I've just been resting. You don't want to burn out, guys. Make sure that you are getting enough rest in the countdown to exams. First things first, pick a time and a place. Make sure you're serious and you schedule your studying. Research has found that studying in a location like a library makes you more productive even if you aren't motivated because everyone else is working. The next tip is to study every day. Studying every day rather than cramming the night before is more useful because you retain more knowledge and you end up being less stressed. My third tip is to plan exactly what you're going to do because it reduces the chance of procrastination. If you say, I'm going to go through a tick list instead of just saying, I'm going to do some kind of physics, you're more likely to get more things done and feel more satisfied at the end. I have been studying essentially back to back to back for almost 4 hours. So I'm going to take a lunch break and yeah, then I'll get right back to it. I'm going to do some English literature in a second. I want to analyse my quotes a bit more. I've already done loads of analysis in my books, but I want to put it onto my flashcards just because I don't want to go through my books in case I ever have to check for something. So yeah. My next tip is to work out how you learn best because what works for Angela, Felicia and Jemima may not work for you. I'll link my playlist to study methods below, but you need to work out what works best for you for whatever subject you're doing. Next tip, ask for help. Please, just ask for help. If you knew how much I emailed my teachers and my mentors, you'd be embarrassed for me. But the thing is, there's literally no point in suffering in silence. If you don't understand, ask for help. That's what teachers are for. Next tip, take breaks. I personally use a ratio of 5-to-1. For every 5 minutes of revision, 1 minute of break. I like big, concentrated times, so I might do 5 hours of revision, then 1 hour break, for example. But do what works for you. The next thing to do is to stay motivated. I recommend personally watching my study with me videos, but if you search up study motivation on YouTube, something will come up and it will keep you going. But a hard pill to swallow is sometimes you need to study to motivate yourself to study. It's paradoxical, I know. The next thing to do is to look after yourself. Love yourself, okay? Make sure that you are okay. Rest, eat, sleep, be healthy. My next tip is a little bit controversial. Studies have shown that using physical copies of things is better than studying on digital devices or whatever. However, I think when you're on the go, apps are a really great way to help you studying, especially things like Quizlet, Bitesize, and Gojimo. So those are all my tips. As always, make sure you run for people, smile, subscribe, study hard, and forgive me for constantly talking to myself when I study, but it's how I work, so yeah. Bye!